welcome back to my channel. I'm like nervous to film this. I don't know why. I guess because I'm just excited about it, to talk to you guys about it. I think I'm gonna title this video how to improve your life, which is a very bold statement or claim to make that I can even try to help you with that. But that's what I'm gonna title the video, and hopefully by the end of this you'll have learned at least one thing that will, I don't know, get you moving to improve your life. So that's what this video is about. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let's do this. I'm excited. I realized, okay, little side blur before we start. I realized that what makes me excited about this channel and like what I really enjoy about it is when I can just talk to you guys. Obviously I love makeup, beauty, skincare, but what really brings me the most joy and like gets me going is when you guys message me saying like, oh my god, this helped me through a really rough time, or oh my gosh, your videos just make my day better. I've even had someone message me where I literally almost cried, and I don't usually cry, but she was saying that like watching my videos helped her through her chemo treatment, which is insane that just me blabbing at a camera could help someone going through such a tough time. So anyway, I just want to try to do more videos that help in some way, help you guys be better you, and then I'll be better me, and we're all gonna be better and grow together. So that's what this is about, and I hope you enjoy. Whew, okay, I even wrote stuff down, which if you know me, that's very rare. So I mean business with this video. One little disclaimer before we start this vid. A lot of these tips are, how do I phrase this correctly? If you're struggling with mental health problems, if you're just going through a very tough time mentally, depressed, whatever it may be, a lot of these tips, you might be like, well, I can't freaking do this. Like, I can barely get out of bed. I'm very familiar with that. Not me personally, but just growing up, I've had plenty of people very close to me have really, really, really tough times with depression. And I know that it's really hard to live your best life when you can't even get out of bed. So, I just want to say that don't feel bad if you can't harness these tips right now. Just go get the help you need. You know, just, you got this. I believe in you, but also I totally understand if you can't put these tips into action right now because you're just having a really tough time. So I just wanted to preface that. Okay, I'm like nervous, what the heck. The first one that I wrote down was have a routine that you like and that flows for you. Everybody is so different. We all have different rhythms, what we enjoy, when we can get up, when we can't, how much sleep we need. Sage and I are very different with our routines, but just establishing a routine that works for you. Maybe you're someone like me. I like to have a slow start in the morning, and then once I'm up, I'm like really up. So when I have to be somewhere, I wake up like an hour and a half earlier just so I can like kind of ease myself into the day. But Sage can wake up literally like 10 minutes before he has to be on a call with someone or like jump right out of bed, and that works for him, and he gets up really early all the time. But like, that doesn't work for me. I need a lot of sleep. I'm a person that needs a lot of hours to get me through the day, and that's okay if you're like, I feel like, oh my god, it's gonna be such a ranty video. Also, it's gonna be really long, I can just tell. I feel like society wants everybody to be on the same schedule, but it's just not like that. We're all humans, we have different rhythms, so don't feel bad if you're not the same as your best friend or your partner or whatever. Just figure out what works for you and like maximize the potential out of your own flow, you know? Tips that I really enjoy, it just helps. When you're out of bed, get dressed right away. Don't dilly-dally in your pajamas. Don't make your coffee or your breakfast in your pajamas. Once you're out, get dressed right away. Also, make your freaking bed. Make your bed every day right away. Like, come on. Do it for yourself. Do it for if you have a guest come over and your bed's unmade. Like, just make your bed. It feels so good. I make my bed right away. I have done that forever because my parents, especially my dad, like instilled in me that it's very important to make your bed. Apparently there's a lot of studies about it. Making your bed is very important, I guess, and a lot of successful people make their bed in the morning every day. But like, just make your bed. It's just better, you know? It's just better than when you come home, it's all made, and it's very satisfying to like peel back the covers and go to bed. with the freshly made bed. So just make your bed and maybe that'll just flip everything for you. If you have windows in your room, once you're up, open the curtains right away. Just, well, okay, after you've changed if you have neighbors, get dressed and then open the curtains. It just makes a big difference. Let all the light in, like get ready for the day. Just start the day right. Makes a big difference for me at least. Also, make a playlist or have a playlist that you can listen to in the morning that you really enjoy. I personally like French jazz in the morning. I have a morning mix playlist that I really like that I will leave down below. Actually, I have two that I really like in the morning. I'll link them below, but it's just nice. And then, like I said, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a Virgo rising, but I really like my routine. So I literally do the exact same thing every morning and I turn on my music and it's just familiar, and then it helps you establish a routine that works for you. And also it's just good. It's a great start to the day. It's a positive start to the day. Who doesn't love music also? Those are just like the little ones, and now these are more like life. Those were physical things you can do. These are more like heavy stuff, I guess you could say. So let's do it. First one is start saying no. You've probably heard this before, but oh my God, when I actually started doing it, everything started changing for me. When you feel in your gut, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to go here, I don't want to hang out with these people, I just want to go home, but you say yes anyway because you feel bad for how they're going to feel, just say no. They will understand. If they're good friends, like if they're actual friends, they will understand if you want to go home and rest because you're tired, you know? And also, if you're committing to a big plan that you're like, oh, I really don't want to do this, I want to back out, like, or if you plan to back out later, it's better to just say no, in my opinion, because you know, don't commit and then don't do it. If you're going to commit to something, do it. Just say no if you don't want to. Stop devoting your energy to things that you don't want to do, and then devote that energy that you're saving to something that you really do like to do. You know, makes sense, right? But saying no is extremely satisfying, and when you get home in bed and you can enjoy your relaxing night instead of doing whatever that crazy plan was that you didn't want to do, you will be like, ah, yes, this was the right choice. Here's one. This is huge. This is like huge for so many people. Cut out friends. That might sound like, there's literally no benefit to you, none, like zero, to keeping around friends that just drag you down, that are shitty friends. Like, there's literally no benefit. Stop keeping around so iffy friends. Just you don't need them. They're not gonna benefit you in any way. They're gonna drain your energy. And literally, if any of your friends make you feel bad about yourself, holy crap, cut them off. You do not need them. That is like the worst thing. They are absolutely not your friend. Maybe you will be friends later in life, but right now, if they're going through something, clearly if they're being mean to you, they need to like work on themselves, but just cut them out. You don't need that shit. You can be nice about it, but just be like, you know, just put your time and energy somewhere else. It's so important. Like, people who suck the energy out of you and don't give anything in return. This was another bullet point, but I'm just gonna combine them. Like, be very, very, very mindful of who you're giving your energy to. Like, it's one of the most important things, I feel like, honestly, on this list. Like, if you're giving all your energy to someone and they're not giving you anything back in return, that's shitty. Cut that shit out. You don't need it. I feel like this is such a thing in middle school and high school. Obviously, everyone's very young, but surround yourself with people who uplift you, who support you, who make you feel good about yourself, who don't just come to you when they need something, who don't make little digs at you and they're like, oh, just kidding. Like, no, they're not kidding. Like, you don't need that. You just be very, very careful about who you give your energy to and who you spend time with. I cannot stress that enough. You just don't need that shit in your life, and you don't need any drama. If you're past high school, any friends that cause drama, you don't need that, okay? You don't need drama. If you're an adult, there should really be no drama. Personally, I have no drama in my life, and when something comes up, I'm like, I don't think I can have this person in my life anymore because I can't handle it. It distracts you from what really you should be doing. So anyway, be very careful about who your friends are. Yeah, that's what I have to say. Also, I'm not talking about business connections. Like, maybe there's some people who you don't totally vibe with, but like, I'm not saying people that you meet and might work with in the future or might need for a networking thing or a business connection. I'm talking about like your everyday friends that you go and grab coffee with or like go hang out with at night. Those kind of people, not like business connections. So another one is this, you've probably heard this like everywhere and you're gonna roll your eyes at me, but have a goal that gets you out of bed in the morning. I'm not saying you gotta jump right out of bed, because I definitely don't. And also, it doesn't have to be a goal like I feel like you've heard. It literally can be, when I'm 45, I want to have a flower garden. That's like a beautiful goal, you know? And it's not like, once you have that vision in your head, like have some really nice, beautiful picture of something very specific in your head, then you're going to be working, everything else is going to be like slowly working towards that. Obviously, to have a flower garden, you're going to need to make enough money to have a house. You're going to be able to have to learn how to plant flowers. You're going to, like, all those things that go into making your goal happen will just start to happen if you have that like clear enough in your head, you know? Does that make sense? Just have a very beautiful goal in your head, and you don't have to be mean to yourself about it. Have something really nice that just gets you excited. It doesn't have to be like get a 4.0 in college or whatever it is. Like have something down the road that you can really focus on, that inspires you and keeps you, okay, Blue, I'm gonna need you to not do that. Here's another thing to kind of go with the goal idea. Figure out what you're naturally good at and what you naturally suck at. Like really, everybody sucks at something, and that's okay. It's just how it is. So like take note of that. Like for me, I suck at literally so many things. Small details, money handling, math. I don't know. There's a lot. So I just don't try to do anything or force myself to do anything where that's like the main component, because I know it's going to be miserable. I'm not going to do that great at it. I'm going to feel bad about myself after, if that makes sense. So focus on what you're really, really good at. Like, so make note, say, okay, I suck at this. Be very honest about it. And if people want you to do it, just say, look, like that's not my strong suit. Probably wouldn't be the best thing if I had to do that. Maybe someone else who is naturally good at that should do this. And then the things that you are really good at, devote a lot of time and energy into just spending time on it. Get even better at it. Make it known that that's something that you like and that you're good at, because that's just really, really valuable. Like if you can work in what you're naturally good at and what you like into a job, that is a dream. It's a dream. So, you know, lean into what you're good at, and don't, if possible, don't force yourself to do something that you're not good at just because you think you have to. You don't. People who are really successful just lean in, like lean the heck into what they're good at, and then employ other people who are good at the things that they're not. Does that make sense? Like I'm an accountant. I am not doing my own money because holy crap, that would not be good. The IRS would come for me and the house would burn down. Something bad would happen. Don't force yourself to try to be good at everything, because that's just not possible, and you're gonna drive yourself crazy, and also your work will just be hurt in the long run. This one's just kind of an obvious one. Just be respectful to everyone. Be kind, like basic human decency to everybody. That's just good. When someone notices that you're a nice human, it makes you feel really good inside, and it's just better for the whole planet. So just do that. You guys probably obviously are, because you guys are all sweetie pies, but just thought I'd throw that out there. Say yes to things that give you that like nervous, excited feeling in your stomach. So there's like a big difference between what I was saying no to things that you're like dreading and you know that you don't want to go to. The things that you're like, you have the nervous, excited butterflies. Like for instance, when I moved to New York, I was really freaking scared. It's like a good scared feeling, but you're also excited. Like anything that makes you feel like that, you should definitely be doing it, because if you're scared about something in like a positive way, not scared like fuck, like scared like woo, that kind of scared, you should be doing it, because if you're scared like that, it means that you care and you probably really want it to happen and want it to work out. So being scared is actually good if it's like the good kind of scared, you know? Yeah, so say yes to those type of things, because probably the outcome will be really good, and it'll probably get you way farther than doing things that you're just comfortable with. Doing things that you're scared of in a good way is 10 times more valuable than doing something that you're just comfortable with. God, Blue, you're something. So this one is like probably one of the most important ones to me that I learned recently that just really flipped my mind, and the sooner that you can learn this in life, I feel like the better. So basically, I feel like we're trained by everybody to be like, oh, no, not me, like just to think that you can't do stuff, basically. But if you just flip your mindset from why me to like, why not me? Like, why can't I do this? Why shouldn't I get this form of success? Like, why shouldn't I be successful? Why shouldn't I have money? Why shouldn't I get this raise? That kind of thing. It'll like kick your butt into gear, because if you're, okay, this is like a shitty example in a way, but also it's true. It obviously worked for him. Like Jake and Logan Paul, the douche bros of YouTube, they literally, if you look at Shane's documentary, they were like, well, we just knew like we wanted to be famous and we just did it. Like we did whatever we had to do to be famous. And they thought, why not me? Like, I'm gonna be famous. What about it? Like, they would do whatever it took to be famous, basically, because they believed that they deserved to be famous, which they probably shouldn't, but they believed inside that they deserved to be, and it clearly worked for them. So like, if you believe inside, why not me? Why shouldn't I get this? Instead of why should I? It's just such a flip now. I'm like, fuck yeah, like why shouldn't I? You can still be humble about it in a way. Like, you don't have to tell everyone like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, like I'm gonna freaking own this, whatever, I'm gonna be the richest person in the universe. You don't have to say that, but like just inside at like the core of your being, if someone offers you something, like for instance, I just got like a couple actually, I just got like 2 consulting gigs, and I'm like, oh, I have never actually done that before. Probably, I don't know if I should do this, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, they came to me thinking that I should do this, so why shouldn't I? Like, we'll see how it goes, you know, that kind of thing. Just basically, it's about confidence and believing that you can do it. Like, just flip that. Also, that will take you far. Like, you can put that little word or phrase with every aspect of your life. Like, why shouldn't I have good friends that actually care about me? Why shouldn't I have a partner that's like very loving and supportive of me? Why shouldn't I have the house that I want? Why shouldn't I have the dog that I want? Like that kind of thing. Like, you deserve it, you know? Work hard for something and think that you deserve it, and it'll be really satisfying when you do get it. Wow, okay, I think that was everything that I wrote down. I'm just on fire right now. I want to keep going. Okay, yeah, I guess my 2 main things from all of this are flip your mindset to why shouldn't I have this, or why not me? And then also be really, really, really mindful of who you're giving your energy to, who's sucking your energy, because that can make all of the difference. If you're at a job that you hate, by the time you get home from work, you're completely drained and you just feel like a empty lump of human flesh. You know, just be mindful. Be mindful of your friends, who you surround yourself with. Be mindful of your partner, your significant other. Just be mindful of who you're giving your energy to, because when you start putting your energy in the right places, everything is gonna it's just gonna go a lot farther. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel better, things are gonna be happening. I feel like people just get in a rut with their life and they don't see the way out. So if you just really take, like, literally, if you want to, just write everything down. Like this friend, do I feel good when I hang out with them? Do I come home and feel shitty afterwards? Because there are I have had plenty of experiences like that. Like, you come home and you're like, oh, that was fun, and then you're just feeling really down about yourself. And then you're like, wait, was that fun actually? I just remembered that she said this, this, and this, and now I'm really insecure about those things. So that kind of thing. Okay, basically, I just want you guys to live your best lives, and I feel like I've been given a lot of valuable information and insight recently about this type of thing, and I just want to help you guys because I want you to have amazing lives, and I want you to be happy and motivated. So yeah, that's why I'm filming this video. Hopefully no one's gonna hate on me for this. I'm sure someone will, but whatever. Let me know also in the comments if you have any other tips that like really helped you be motivated, or like, let's just make this a conversation. I want to hear what motivates you guys, what you've learned recently, or what helped you, shaped you, all that kind of stuff. I love you guys so much. Share this with your friends. Like, share this with your friends that need to hear it, you know? I'm sure a lot of people need to hear that they deserve to be happy and successful and loved, so you deserve it. Okay, fuck. I'm like the happy mom cheerleader that like wants to bake everybody brownies and give them hugs. That's me. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on the gram, and I will see you very, very soon.